Tomorrow morning, we're gonna burn this field. Welcome to my little tropical farm. So that it's ready to plant. So Mario is putting a fire break along the edges. And then because it's super hot here, I think we're planning on starting at about 5 in the morning. So this, you could see, is the fire break that Mario set up. He's still working on it. We have water and buckets, a hose that's hooked up to water source. And I think they're gonna wear water tanks on their backs tomorrow as well. And so we're gonna burn this field down, hopefully without incident. Okay, so it's 5:30 in the morning and we're getting ready to clean the pasture. These are the water tanks they're gonna wear, and then we're gonna fill up some buckets. And we have the hose, so I think we're prepared. There you can see on the other side of the pasture, they just started the fire. It is about 5:45. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to videotape much of this, as I'm going to be controlling the water on this side. I'm pretty nervous about this, but the two of them seem to know what they're doing. And here we have all the water ready to go. I have the hose. I'm actually going to put the hose right here and let it start watering the ground over here. Hopefully that'll help too. I'm watering where the break is. The hose won't go that far, but. So it's daylight now, and the fire is moving very slowly, but the bugs are out. So we still have a lot of the field to burn, but it's good it's moving slowly. Safer. Still have a lot of water available. We really haven't used much of the water. Okay, so they've put a circle around the whole thing, which is good. It'll keep the fire from moving outside. And now the fire is moving into the center. I don't know if we're going to get it finished today or not, because they don't want to have the fire going when the wind picks up. So, but yeah, they've put a ring around the whole thing and burned the outside first so it won't spread. We've used very little water. They really did a good job. My mango tree has a few mangoes growing. You can see the little mangoes right there. Ah. Okay, now the fire's really going over here. Wow. And there's where we started. Mario's checking the perimeter with his water tank.
Esta es candela porque de esa pasto que está por ahí para arriba.
No, y se quema.
Ese sí no anda.
He's putting out the fire on the bigger logs so that they don't continue to burn. Just because we don't need the fire going all day.
Tengo que se vaya por debajo porque por ahí una raíz.
Le soplara como brisa
Sí, un poquito para que.
Y esos palos así cuando tiran esas horquetas ya eso sí es cirugía.
Y eso sirve ya.
Watching the corn stalks fall over.
Ahí ve, algo sale el tuquito. ¿Ah?
Una pica de 8 y una de 4.
So this is what the field looks like when we're finished. It's not fully burnt, but the majority of the corn is burnt and the rest will be easy to clean up with no problems. This week I am spending a lot of time collecting the water apples. As you can see, I think up there in the tree there's quite a bit still. I can't reach those. And you can see the birds going around. I can't reach probably about 3/4 of the tree. It's just not accessible for me. It's accessible for the birds, but not for me. And here's another look where you can see there's so much fruit up there. I'd need like a crane or something to get at them. The sheep are enjoying them. There's very little food now in the pasture for the sheep. So as you can see here, they're eating quite a bit of hay now. They don't like the camera so much. I think Pink is picking for some alfalfa left over from last night. But they are eating the hay. They also have hay over here. Here's the big boy. He's eating his apples. He has grown quite a bit recently, but he just loves these water apples. It looks like most of the lower ones have been picked, but there's still more I can get. And I have started taking what's over here and throwing them to him. You want that one? No, don't want that one. Oh yeah, he's eating it. nibbles the outside, and you think he's going to leave the seed, and then after eating about a third of it, he just pops the whole thing in his mouth and eats it. So he's fine. Oh, I just heard Katie. She's somewhere else. So she's looking for them now. Yeah, there's 4 of them in here. There's the big guy over here. And Katie gets distracted. She gets lost a lot. She doesn't really get lost. It's not that big a pasture for them. But she will be out and about and eating and not notice that they all move on. And then you'll hear her screaming for them. Oh, here comes the boy, here to bug me. Okay, relax. But wait, I don't know where she is. Oh, she's way over there. Go call your sister. Katie! Come here. Sheep, 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 sheep. Come here. Here she comes. Everyone's here. She almost ran into him. But, okay, she's happy to have found them. That usually works. If she can't find them, I'll call out to her and I'll either walk to where they are, or she's the one that usually gets lost. But occasionally one of the other ones separates and they get a little nervous when they can't find their group. They're definitely herd animals. They need to be together, and they get upset when they find themselves all alone in the pasture. So she was back here. Here are the bigger babies. And this is the one that I showed you, I think last week, with the pile of feathers on her head. And she has lightened up quite a bit. She's pretty brown. But I just think she's adorable. She looks like she's wearing a little top hat. Yeah, they're all pretty cute. But they are hanging out here. They keep emptying out their food dish. So I'm trying not to give them more food. I mean, this is pretty much all food. There's some rice hulls in here, but there's a lot of food in there. So I'm gonna let them eat off the ground, which they should learn to do anyway. And then later in the afternoon, I will fill up their food dish just in case. But they're definitely wasting way more food than they're eating. Aren't they adorable? They have feathered out really well. And one thing that I love is that they all look so different. None of them look really the same. So a few of them have combs on the top, and a lot of them have littler combs. They're all the same age. So I'm gonna guess that the two with the combs at this point might be boys. They also have thicker legs, and this guy has really thick legs. I was hoping this one was a girl, just because I think she's going to be so beautiful. But if I have enough hens, I might keep one more rooster. So if this one's a boy, he's the one I'd keep for sure. But I can't, it's too soon to tell. They're all adorable though, aren't they? So my escaping chicken has already let herself out, laid an egg, and gone back in. I still am, although I've seen her out here, I don't know exactly which one it is, because most of these chickens all look the same. And she lets herself back in. It's still the weirdest thing, but I'm fine with it, I guess. So I'm just checking on everything at this point, and I'll probably, they're coming to me. Yesterday they got pumpkin, pumpkin is their snack. Today this afternoon they'll get some more of the water apple trimmings. I'm gonna give them a little more food. But they're doing fine. They do also have food inside, but the ducks can't access the food inside. So. And here is where most of the rest of them lay their eggs. Here are a few more eggs. I still have one that, well, neither of my naked necks have laid yet today, and I'm only getting one egg, and I think it's from the one that had been sitting on her eggs. I think this one is not laying, but I'm not positive. And she doesn't, I've never seen her up in a nest, and she was laying her eggs on the ground. And I have yet to find her eggs lately. So she was laying them under one of the banana trees for a couple of days. And then she started laying them in the compost heap for a couple of days. And I haven't found them since. And I haven't found any remnants, so it's not like somebody is eating her eggs and only her eggs. So here's where she was laying. But like I said, I haven't found her eggs since. So there could be a pile somewhere here that I just can't find. Or it's possible that she's not laying. So the other thing we're starting to do this week, I think, but you'll be seeing it in the next few weeks for sure, is starting to get ready for the rainy season. So we're still almost 2 months away. While I'm filming this, it is March 19th, I believe. And yeah, it's the 19th. And the rainy season starts in May. I would say last year it started the second week in May. Really the middle of May, because I moved here on the 9th, and it was really, everything was brown. And it was about a week later, maybe a little more, that we started getting rain. So my feeling is that'll be the same this year, because we're in the same weather pattern, the La Nina pattern. I think it switches over to El Nino this year, but I don't know when. But I'm expecting mid-May is when the rains will start. So we have a good 2 months. And then this midsection here, right in front of this chain link fence and on the other side of that fence, is going to be where I plant some grasses for the winter for the sheep next year. For the summer for the sheep next year, for the dry season. Hi, Chickie. They're so funny. Thank you for watching our video this week. If you liked the video, please click the thumbs up or the like button. And if you want to follow along on our homesteading journey, please click the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified when our next video comes out. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.